called Lapista. Ever since she's been sleeping on a mattress of kebab meat with her head lodged inside a meat-filled crash helmet and her hands wrapped around a parking meter. And joining Dervla on Team A, please welcome Eric Hall. Confident Cockney barrow boy Eric has the appearance of a monkey, the manners of a pig, and the head of Alfredo Garcia. Every day he can be heard in London's East End bleating his moronic catchphrase, "Lobster, lobster." And now, please welcome the captain of Team A, Mr. Mark Lamar. And introducing Team B, please welcome Roy Walker. Laid-back Roy blames his greying hair and pale complexion on a life dedicated to booze, tobacco and billiards. The truth, however, is far more sinister, as Roy is the leader of the perverted, bowler-hatted, home pride flower-worshipping cult and spends his nights writhing in ecstasy in a bathtub full of self-raising flour. And joining Roy on Team B, please welcome Zoe Ball. Fish-faced burger bar waitress Zoe has tried every potion available to rid her of her unsightly walks. Frustrated by their failure, she now only appears in public in this high-tech rubber mask. She's promised not to remove it, but if she does, please, 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 avert your children's eyes. And finally, please welcome the captain of Team B, Miss Ulrika Johnson. And now, please welcome your hosts for this evening, Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer.
Welcome to Shooting Stars. Welcome, whoever you are. The stars have been greeted. I like these buttons. And let's start shooting stars. Now, Vic, I'm through. See you. Welcome to Shooting Stars, the celebrity show, busy type style quiz. Give us a pass to your mother. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming.
And Dervla. Oh. Come and dance with me, come on.
Dervla, I'm sorry.
I do apologise. What must you think of me?
You should never have had to view his testicular area this early in the proceedings.
What could you think of me?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's meet the man with the scores, George Dawes.
He's a lovely big juicy baby. Just right for the pan.
How are we doing, George?
We got time for this, man. You gotta carry on.
Well, he's got a point. Shall we crack on with the tour?
Yeah, let's crack on. Zoe Ball. Lovely to have you here. Have you ever thought of having a little ball?
Not yet, no.
Not yet?
No.
Well, it works well for you, doesn't it, Jim?
It works for me, yeah.
First round, Zoe, as always, is true or false. Is it true or merely false? Zoe, if a bear has a cigar, it instantly becomes a tosspot. True or false?
True.
It's false.
Here's your question. Eric, true or false? Brian May once fell asleep in his front garden and a seagull laid an egg in his hair.
That's true.
You said true?
That's monster true.
It's what, lobster what?
Monster true.
Lobster true.
He wrote that
I'm
song,
afraid
he wrote that
it's
song.
false.
Ulrika, next question is for you, and it's a true or false question. Ulrika, clove oil, oil of clove, can be used as a temporary anaesthetic on human skin.
Absolutely, I've had it on my teeth.
Really? Well, they're not
your
skin.
Skin in here, you...
Do you? Have you been eating a dinner lady or something?
No, of course I haven't.
You have flesh and gum. That's
You
the
do.
anaesthetic.
You do.
Well, here, so try it out. Look,
Let's find out. I've got a bit of clove oil. Clove oil, ish. I've got a bit of clove oil, and I'll put it on my cheek, and I'll ask Vic to give it a pinch, or
Yeah, I'll
whatever.
give it a shot, see what happens. Any pain?
Have you done it?
Did you not feel that?
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Say it's right, Ulrika.
Mark the mark. Oh. Mark. True or false?
Wow!
Well, it's only temporary, isn't it?
Well, it is temporary, isn't it?
Mark. Here's your question. True or false? 3 crunchy bars laid end to end are exactly the same size as Heather Small from M People's hair height.
There it is, Mark.
There it is. What do you reckon? Reckon it's about the same sort of height? Higher or lower?
I think her hair might be bigger.
OK, you say
Let's have a
no.
look.
We're going to try it out now because we've got a picture of her head. Is it bigger or smaller?
The crunchies are significantly shorter, Vic.
There you are. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, he's right.
No, I got it
isn't he?
right.
Right. He said it'll be higher. I think.
No,
on
it's supposed to be the same size. I said the same size.
Yeah, and I said it's not,
Yes,
which
it
is right.
Is he right?
No.
Yeah!
I can't believe I just did that.
Crunchies, of course, have a honeycomb middle, a bit like your head. Hey! That must mean it's Roy's question.
Is it?
Yeah, Roy. Roy, true or false? Bruce Willis is allergic to gunshot. True or false?
True.
True. It's false, sorry. A little bit of windy pops.
Dervla, true or false? Women are less likely to fall out of bed than men.
True.
It is true!
Well, that's the end of the true or false round, so let's go straight over to George Dawes and say, what are the scores, George Dawes?
Gregory. 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 Gregory, you slag! Put up the tits to over there, thank you very much. Mark's got 2, Ulrika's got 1!
Let's get on to the next round, which is the clips round. First clip is for Team A. Team A, have a look at this clip, and then we'll ask you a question on it.
It's a pretty fair guess that quite a few of the people who are travelling north on this road today expect to come back with a bargain or two, because this is the old illusion, you know. I mean, it's always the same. The grass is greener, the girls are prettier, the drink is stronger, and everything is better and cheaper up the road. When you come back, will you have any feathers, white pudding, tankards, transistors, lottery notices, or eggs?
Oh. Whoa. There you are, a very serious man from the Customs Department. You saw there that you were not allowed to bring white pudding through the Border Control Unit, but can any of your team, you included, Eric?
Thank you.
Oh, that's fine. Can you tell me, what are the ingredients of a white pudding?
Oh, it's a white meat.
It's
What, the meat of a polar bear, do you mean?
No, it's from a Jewish fish. It's a gefilte fish. It's meat from a gefilte fish. It's white.
And it's not allowed in Ireland.
No, it's not allowed in Ireland. It's not allowed in
He's
Ireland.
rabbiting on and he's boring everyone.
No, it's from a Jewish fish.
And that's her job.
Is that your answer?
Yes, it's from a fish.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I can't give you that, because white pudding is, in fact, a Milky Bar melted on sponge.
But I said that.
Team B, take a look at this clip here of the magnificent river dance. fantastic that you do
Red
that.
Team B.
Team B. Well, could you tell me, what is Michael Flatley's new show called?
Team B.
The Lord of the Dance.
Lord of the
He's got it! Right. Let's have a boozy go. Let's have a boozy go. Well done. Zoe,
Yeah.
are you a natural blonde or is that out of a bottle?
Out of a bottle.
No, I just asked because Ulrika's is out of a catalogue, you see. That's the end of the clip round. So let's go straight to George Dawes. Say, what are the scores? George Dawes.
I simply adore my next door neighbour's house. Yeah, right up my street. I just up the crack, mate. That's all I'm in it for, the crack, you know, have a great time. Both teams have 2 points.
Next round is the impressions round.
Let's ask Mr. Vickery, who's seated here.
Hello.
Ah, yes, yes. To do a song in the club style, in the style of a club singer.
Who brought a predator in here? You're taking some of the credit from me. What a stupid, irresponsible thing to do.
Let's ask Mr. Vickery to do a song in the club style, in the style of a club singer, and yous have got to guess who it is he's doing. So if you're ready, Vic, ready, George, let's go.
I can't present it any better than that.
Oh, I'm going to guess who?
Rockabye Your Baby.
No, I'm sorry, all wrong. It was Obla-dee, Obla-da.
Let's hear it sung properly.
Only open your ears, you might hear the words.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, at this stage in the impressions round, we ask our guests to do some impressions of their own by beckoning up the random light to fix on its zoom and nestle a contestant in its womb.
Go on. Ah, the hand woman.
Ulrika.
No.
No, sorry,
Ball.
Paul.
Cat's bum. Yes.
A cat's bum.
Yeah.
You do it. Oh, that's a pig's ass.
It's a very tricky one. That's the end of that round, you know, Vic.
Yeah, I know.
So let's go straight over to George Dawes and say, what are the scores? George Dawes.
Mark has 5, Ulrika has 4.
I enjoyed talking to you, but we all enjoy catchphrase, and I've got a catchphrase for you now, which I'd like you to decipher.
Are you any good at it, though, right?
Let's see if you're any good.
There
What
it
is
is,
that?
it's
Now
a
there it is. Look,
popular
it's a
phrase.
simple, popular catchphrase. We all know it. What is it? It's, you can take a mouse to a candle, but you can't illuminate a candle with a mouse.
A popular phrase.
You should have got that.
Next round is the Duffrummer round, where I must ask my beautiful guests here to assist me via the gift.
No. Can I just take over here, please?
Yeah, if you must.
Because tonight it's not the dove from above, it's the crow from below.
What?
And I'd like you all to join me in inviting up the crow from below.
Come on.
There he is, the crow from below. And talking of crows, I couldn't believe it. I walked into my greenhouse the other day.
Hold on. That's why it's a. That's why you put a crow up there, is it?
What?
Well, because your dove jokes are useless.
They haven't been going too well.
they haven't been, have they? So you've got a crow joke.
Well, it's a cracker.
Well, it better be, Vic.
It's a beauty.
Well, it better be.
I walked into my greenhouse the other day. You'll like it, it's good. I walked into my greenhouse the other day. I couldn't believe it. There was loads of beaks growing out of the soil. Then I realised I planted my seeds in a crow bag.
never forgive you for it. We haven't got the crow. People are going to miss it. Crow from below. Depending on the side of the crow are categories of questions. Can I ask you to choose a category each? Now, be wary.
Oh, yes, please.
Because hidden behind one of those categories is a special prize. And if you should choose that category, you'll hear this noise. If you should answer any question incorrectly during this round, you'll hear this noise. Don't try and liven up the crow, Vic. It's not going to work.
Well, it's toast, not a dove.
Look at it. Right, Zoe, please will you choose a category from The Crow from Below? What's next week?
The best from the West.
Music.
Music. Right. Zoe, can you please tell me what tune Vic is playing? Identify the tune that Vic is playing.
Right.
Here it comes now.
Now then, Zoe, I'm going to play you a tune now. And I'd like you to tell me what it is.
Oh, well, Vic, play a few notes. You can't get sacked, can she?
I've only got one hand.
Well, you haven't played
Hang
it
on.
more than that.
Wait a minute. Hey, hold that.
What is it, Zoe?
Yes, come on.
It's When the Saints Go Marching In.
Quite right, When the Saints Go Marching In.
Well done, Zoe. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Well, wasn't it? There you go.
Eric.
Pick a category.
Well, I'm going
the
to be
Crow.
Jewish East End, boys. I'm going to go for Londoners.
Londoners.
Then.
Havana Gila, everyone. Havana Gila, Havana Gila.
Lager, lager.
Eric, take a listen to this teacher speaking in Cockney rhyming slang, and what subject does he teach?
Oi, son! Stop messing around with that Tina Turner!
There was a Cockney teacher.
Hey. Oh,
Bunsen burners.
What subject was the teacher? What?
Science.
No.
Yes, you're quite right. It was science because you're quite right.
Chemistry.
no, it's
Because-
fine.
Because Cockney rhyming slang for a Tina Turner is Bunsen burner and vice versa.
Vice
I knew that,
versa,
I knew that.
indeed.
I knew that
Ulrika,
answer.
choose a category from the... from below.
Look at them. Look at the categories.
Oh,
See them.
See how she's dressed for any weather with her cheap little jacket from Lewis Leathers?
Oh, have a look. Use your good eye.
God, I'm so inclined to fart in your face. It's just unbelievable.
You're more than welcome.
Dinner party, please.
Dinner parties.
Dinner party.
Vic's ripping it off there. Now, have a look at these stills very carefully. Can you identify who's at the dinner party and what meal they're enjoying? Ulrika, who was at the party and what meal were they enjoying?
John Major,
1,
Yeltsin,
2,
Cher,
3.
what's his name from Beat?
Yes.
Thingy, Pavarotti,
Nick Raspberry, if anyone missed that. Yes.
Nick Berry.
Correct.
Some other person, I don't know, but they were having
Jesus Christ,
cauliflower
that was-
cheese, I believe.
Your powers of observation are strong, and it's to your credit.
Give him a point then.
Give it a point.
Yeah, why not?
Give it a point.
Mar, fine line, Lamar. Pick a category from the Crow.
I'll have apples and balls.
Apples and balls.
Here's an apple, and here's a ball.
Right then, now.
It's an interesting
An
one.
apple and a ball.
Vic's coming in now.
And I would like you now, Mark,
Yeah.
to simply stand there, well, sit there, you may be standing, I don't know. I'm going to touch you on each cheek with an apple and a ball. You have to tell me which is the apple and which is the ball.
Oh,
No.
God.
Which is the apple and which is the ball?
Just using don't look out. Should shut your eyes, really, man.
Okay, that's the ball and that's the apple.
Quite right. Well done. Oh, you do look well today, man. You look like you've been out for a good long stroll.
Looking for 50s memorabilia in a boot sale.
All flushed and lovely.
Roy, choose a category from the from below.
Benders.
Benders. Benders. Right, you've chosen benders. Can you tell me, what is the best way to get down from a horse?
To get down from a horse, keep one foot in the stirrup and put one on the ground.
Sounds sensible, doesn't it? But it's incorrect, because you can't get down from a horse, you can only get it from a goose. Yep. You can't get down from a horse, you only get it from a goose.
You'd squash a goose.
What?
You'd squash a goose if you sat on it, wouldn't you?
No, but you can't get down from a horse, you get it from a goose.
Well, I've got down from a horse before.
No, but you can't get down from a horse, you can only get it from a goose.
Dervla, pick a category from the dove. Crow.
I'll have animation, please.
Animation, leaving the feathers of the crow entirely clear for me to examine at a later date. Now then, animation. Name, Dervla, can you name 3 pop stars named after cartoon characters? Think about it. Do you know, I'm going to make this a bit easier and accept 2.
What? Shaggy?
Dervla, it's your question, Mark.
Don't look at him.
I can only name one.
Well, I'm sorry then, I'm going to have to say... Fantata. Fantata, sorry. Fantata. You could have had Stephen Tintin Duffy, the Thompson twins, for 2 extra points, yeah. Or Cat Stevens.
Or, of course, Pele. That's the end of the dove round. Always sad. The crow round. Always a shame. So let's go straight up to George Dawes and say, what are the scores, George Dawes?
Mark has 15, Ulrike has 7.
Thank you, George. Well, the next round is a quick-fire round, so I've speeded up my voice so we can get through more questions. We don't know how much time we've got, but when the time's up, you'll hear this noise.
What?
First question.
Right, first question. Who had a hit with the album Achtung Baby?
Paul.
You too.
No, there's nothing to do with us.
Paul.
Quite right. Yeah, no, it was you two. Go on.
You two, sorry. Who is Nanette Newman's celebrity daughter?
Emma Forbes.
Correct answer.
Macaulay Culkin is a child, but can you name an adult? Johnson.
Mark Lamar.
No, Tom Petty. What is the maximum legal length of a miniskirt?
Come on, Lou, that's the clock.
Johnson.
18 inches.
No, I'm sorry, it's half an inch below minge base.
Love me for a reason and let that reason be...
Love.
No, my 27.5 inch...
You're right, this one. In what sitcom might you encounter Tom and Barbara and Jerry and Margot?
And that's... with a man.
It's a good life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Hey, hey, with a...
Monkeys. Monkeys.
No, the Man United second 11.
Oh, come on.
Which part of the body collects the most...
All right! All right! That's the end of the quiz, sorry, Ulrike. I'm sure it made great sense. So let's go straight up to George Dawes and say, what are the final scores, George Dawes?
Mark is this week's winner with 17 points.
Yeah! Wow, that was so fantastic. It really is absolutely fantastic for you to win. I'm so pleased for you all 3 sitting there now. Mark, you have won tonight's quiz. Who are you going to select to play the Pied Piper-thon? Dervla. Dervla! Well done, if you could just stand down a second, Dervla. Now then, here's my partner, Mr. Mortimer here, to explain everything to you.
Yeah, so I'll just put my flute down. Hi, Dervla. Now, you're stood behind a viaduct, right?
Yeah.
And come along with me, you can observe that it has many arches, many interesting arches. Pop your head over, you'll see, terrible sight I know, some stranded mice in the River of Gudai. Now, what we're going to ask you to do is rescue those mice.
Okay.
And here's Vic to explain how.
Now then, Dervla, we'd like you to don this superb-looking toupee there.
Oh, wow.
When you've got the toupee on, you will notice that it's very, very hairy. And those mice, pretty hairy as well, and hopefully they're going to stick to that toupee as you poke your head through the arches, retrieve them via your hair, and shake them wildly into the potties. Every one you get £5.
5 whole English pounds. So, Dervla, you get scrut through there, stick a mouse to your head, rescue the little monkey, get it on the potty. Anyone in the potty can go home to its mum. Are you ready? We don't know how much time we've got,
So
but...
just start off going through there.
That's up to you, because you're the rescuer. This ain't 999. This ain't no recreation. This is the real thing, baby. Right? Get through one of the arches. We don't know how much time you've got. When your time's up, you'll hear this noise.
I don't want to see any more.
Off you go, Dervla. Rescue those mice.
She's gone through arch number 1. I can see her selecting
She's
that
selecting.
mouse, which I'm going to call David and John.
Have you got one to Dervla?
Dervla. Shake your head wildly. Get it in the...
Go on, Dervla. That's it. Dervla.
Oh, she's gone wild.
Ah,
That's it. Back through the arch now. Through this... Which one? Oh, she's gone through the central arch,
Arch
which is
3.
my favourite. She's selecting... Oh, she's got 1, 2...
Looking a bit like Ronald McDonald collecting the meat for the burgers.
3, 5, she's...
Shake, 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 baby!
Come on, get more mice, we're ready to charge!
Get there through
We need more mice in the potties, the mother's going mad! Come on, get that mice on that hair, for God's sake!
Come on, back through, Dervla. She's doing great.
Shake your head, get more mice in the pot.
There's no mice on it, but she don't know that. In the heat of a rescue, you just don't know what's going to happen. There's no rules.
Okay.
She's coming back through. Could be the last one. So that's one. Shake it, baby. Wow!
I don't want to see any more!
Yeah!